guys, what's up? It's Taylor and this is Minimal Minds, and I'm finally back. It's been a hot minute since I've been able to make a video for you guys, but that is just because I had a lot of family stuff going on and a lot of school stuff, so I haven't been able to really shoot anything for you guys. So I am finally back, and today I'm going to be talking about my dorm experience, and I'm actually going to give you guys a tour of my dorm room, because normally when you're watching my videos you see this side of the room, which is actually my roommate's side, because my bed is actually next to the window, and you know, I gotta get the good lighting, blah blah blah. So I'm going to walk you guys through my half of the dorm room, and I'm just going to show you guys how I've decorated and everything, because I think it's really important when you're living away from home that you feel like you're at home when you're in your own room. So I'll show you guys what I did to make my room feel homey, and I'll also give you a lowdown of my dorming experience in general. So let's just get into the tour. So this is what you'll normally see right when you walk into our room, and on the left side is Jasmine's side and on the right side is mine. One of the first things I want to show you guys is our door mirror, and this is one that Jasmine got from Target, and it hangs from the top of our door. And when you open it, it's actually a jewelry holder, so we keep all the jewelry that we didn't even wear this year in like our little boxes and trinkets and stuff. So yeah, I think one of my favorite parts of our room was this calendar that my mom gave me, and it's just like a stick-on calendar. So you pretty much just unwrap it and then it sticks to the wall like a sticker. And it was really cute because I got to customize it every month. So this is my desk, and yes, I know I have a lot of stuff going on, but that's just me. I'm kind of a hoarder. On the top row, I kind of just have like a bunch of little things that I brought from home, because I wanted to have a bunch of stuff from home so it kind of feels more like home. One of the things I wanted to mention was getting coasters. These were definitely really handy because I hated having water spots on my desk. And another thing, I know they're going to say that you're not allowed to have candles, but that's really only when you're a dumbass and can't function fire properly and accidentally burn things. But if you're careful, they won't know that you're lighting a candle, and I actually got these ones from Marshall's for like $2. On the second row, I have a bunch of other random things. So I have all my sunglasses and stuff right here, and I also have my very small perfume collection. And I also have a bunch of hand sanitizers because I have a problem when I go into Bath and Body Works. And this tray I kind of just keep here because I like to put like my watches and my loose change and whatever else that may happen to be like in my bag or something. I just kind of throw it in there. And then this is the main part of my desk. So this is the desk that actually comes with the apartment when you move in. As you can see, I have some of my makeup goods up here. So I have this lipstick holder that I got from Marshall's as well, and that one was only like $6. And then I have a couple of mason jars here to hold all my makeup brushes. So I have like all my face brushes and like my eyeshadow brushes and stuff like that. And then I just have like my bigger makeup items set up here because they don't fit where the rest of my makeup is. And then on this side is kind of just where I keep all my school stuff. So in here is like pens and all that. I have like tape and index cards, and then down here I have post-its and push pins and stuff. And then all this stuff is kind of just for my finals right now. Obviously you have to have a Camelback in college because water is super important. Don't forget to hydrate. And on the other side I have my other desk lamp that I like to use, my makeup mirror, and then some books and stuff that I like to keep on my desk. I bought this book holder from Daiso, and I think it was only like $1.50. Behind all of that stuff, I like to keep Polaroids on the wall and other photo stuff. I really enjoy having pictures all over the place because then I feel like I have like a piece of home with me. Now for the inside of my desk. This side is where I keep all of my makeup mayhem, and I got these little bins. They're like little desk organizers, so I got these when I was at Daiso, and they were like only $1.50, and it was really convenient for me because I actually kept all of my makeup in that blue container thing that I just showed you with all my school supplies, but I didn't have enough room, so I had to get this instead, and it actually worked out a lot better because I was able to kind of get to everything faster. And then in the back I just have all of my makeup palettes stacked. For these desks, they actually come with little compartments on the side, so I like to use this to keep chargers and other random things. I also brought my money lathe that my auntie Trisha and my uncle Randy got me for graduation, just in case desperate times call for desperate measures. And you know, when you live like 20 minutes away from Disneyland, you have to have your Disney pins and your lantern with you. So I keep that on my desk as well. This is where I keep like a lot of, I guess technically like skincare and bathroom stuff. So on top I have the stuff that I use the most, like I have tissues and all my lotions and hair stuff, and then I have like my nail polishes and whatever. And then all these other drawers has just like random stuff. As you can see, it's not very organized, so I'm not going to show you what's in there, but I pretty much just keep all my extra stuff in there. And this is a magnet picture board that my step-grandparents got me. Hi, John and Barbara. Thanks for the magnet board. But I pretty much just keep a bunch of pictures on there. And I also keep like little things, like all these tickets right here are from places me and Adrian have gone. And then when I order stuff from ColourPop, they'll send you like little postcards with cute sayings on them. And all these square prints are actually from Parabo Press. And you can find them on Instagram. I actually got all of these for free except for the like $5 shipping fee, I think. Basically, I just printed pictures that I would not normally like post anywhere, but I still really liked looking at. So, yeah. And I think one of the best features of our room was definitely like our little lights that we have in here. It just made the room feel extra cozy, and it just added something extra to our room. Oh no, that bulb is out. And I've also kept some artwork that Adrian's little sister has given me throughout the year. And this is my bed, where all of the sleeping happens that I do a lot of the day. As you can probably already tell, I like having a lot of stuffed animals and such on here, especially Disney ones. And one of the cool things about the bed frame that they give us is that you can hang stuff on it. So I always put my backpack here when I get back from class. I actually really want to show you these little bunnies because they are cord holders that I got from Target. And they were only like $1 because the outlet that's next to my bed is kind of far, so if I don't put the cord in here, it'll fall, and it's really annoying to get back. Underneath the bed, you get drawers to store your clothes, but this is where I keep like socks and underwear and stuff like that. And I also got these baskets from Daiso, and just to keep everything organized because I need separate compartments so I know where everything is. Down here I keep my pants and shorts and stuff, so over here like my jeans, and then these are all my shorts. And then over here I have all my shirts, and as you can tell they're all kind of nicely folded because my friend Crystal, who actually works at Cotton On, folded them for me because she needed to borrow a shirt. So this drawer isn't very organized just because this is just like my random drawer. This is where I keep mostly pajamas, and if I ever decided I wanted to work out, this is also where I keep workout clothes. And this is also where I keep some extra Polaroids because I had some space on this wall and they kind of fit pretty perfectly. And this is what me and Jasmine's closet looks like. It's split right down the middle, so obviously on that side is Jasmine's stuff, and then on this side is my stuff. And as far as the curtains go, my mom actually DIY'd those because she didn't like that our closet was just kind of open. So they were just we bought curtain rods from Target and then slipped some curtains over them so that way we can kind of hide all of our stuff in the closet. So you already know that you have to get these closet organizers when you're in college because they really do help keep your stuff organized. So I have one for my shoes and stuff, and then for the bigger one I like to keep other things, so I have like my towels and stuff up here. And then if you want to, you could even get baskets that fit inside, just to keep it even more organized, because I have like Mickey ears in here and stuff, and then like scarves and my belts and whatever. And then all the rest of the stuff is just things that I didn't feel like putting in my drawers. So there's like sweatshirts, flannels, hoodies, and some like random bags that I might have needed but didn't really. And then over here I just have all the stuff that I don't want folded. So I have a lot of cardigans and jackets and stuff, and I also have a lot of like my nicer shirts that I keep in here as well, and like my kimono and stuff. And this is where I keep like my other shoes. So I have most of my boots down here, as well as like other shoes that I couldn't fit in there. So I have like my loafers and my heels and other stuff like that. I hope you guys liked my room. I thought it was really cute, and it actually became something really special to me. So I hope you guys got some ideas for decoration, inspiration, and stuff like that. So now I'm going to give you kind of the lowdown of what I thought about my first dorming experience. So first of all, for those of you who don't know, I go to Cal State Fullerton, and I actually live in the double apartment. So I don't live in the normal dorms that most students live in. I actually live in a suite with 5 other girls. So it's me, my roommate Jasmine, and then 4 other girls that live with us as well. So it's 2 per room, and then we all actually share bathrooms together. So there's 2 bathrooms, there's 2 people in one bathroom, and then the 4 of us in another bathroom. So it's a little bit of a different dormitory experience than other colleges. And what I'm going to be talking about today is kind of more specific to Fullerton, just because that's the only dormitory experience I've ever experienced, obviously. So yeah. But I'm sure a lot of this can apply to other dorm rooms, but this is just what I've experienced here at Cal State Fullerton. Now, the reason that I ended up in the double apartments is because of some complications through the housing residency stuff. It actually worked out pretty well because I personally liked being in the double apartments. I thought it was a little bit better than being in the regular dorms, just because there's a little bit more freedom that comes with being here. So in our suite, we actually have a kitchen and a dining room and a living room. So we were actually able to cook whatever we wanted and stuff like that. So that definitely came in handy because I'm pretty introverted, so I don't necessarily like to have to go outside and go somewhere else to go eat. So the fact that I was able to eat in the comfort of my own space was really nice. I'll talk a little bit more about that later, like the cafeteria and stuff like that. So now I just wanted to kind of go over like some pros and cons that I thought of throughout my dorm experience. One of the top things for me about living in the dorms is that you're already on campus. You never will have to deal with like commuting and having to drive here, and because that is a definite struggle. Like anyone that I've talked to about commuting says that it's a really big struggle because there's like not enough parking for all of us and stuff. So you almost have to leave an hour before your class time in order to get a parking spot. And if your class time is like, say like 10 in the afternoon, you'll have less of a chance of finding a spot because everyone's basically already here. And I don't really have to waste gas driving here. I literally just wake up in the morning, get ready, go outside, and I just walk to campus because it's literally right there. And I'm never late because there really is no excuse. I freaking live here, so if I ever am late, I just really didn't want to show up. One of the other things that's really beneficial for especially freshmen is it gives you the ability to be more involved on campus. There's something called the ASI here. I believe it's the Associated Student Incorporation, something like that. Basically the student body government here on campus, and they hold a ton of events, especially for freshmen. They actually come over to like the residency area and they hold stuff. But you can definitely find them like all over campus, and they throw a bunch of events together. So a couple weeks ago there's like a drag show. They also just had a spring concert where they had like a lot of big artists. So it's definitely an easy way to keep up with things that are happening on campus because you're already here and you're going to see flyers regardless. So another great thing about living on campus is that you already get the amenities that you would need in your daily life. So you'll already get your water, heating, appliances, and all that kind of stuff. That's already included in what you're paying for. You also get furniture. So like the furniture you see back here, that already came with the room. So that's pretty cool. So you don't have to deal with typical apartment things, which I'm dealing with right now. So I'm kind of stressing, but if you're a freshman and you're going to be dorming for your first year of college, it's definitely more convenient for you. So that way you don't have to deal with all that stuff. As I was talking about before, I have a kitchen, but in other dorms you don't get a kitchen, so you are normally going to be eating at the cafeteria. The one good thing I would say about the cafeteria is that you have food whenever you want it, and you don't really have to necessarily pay for it because it already is included in your payment plan for your dorm. And when you go in there, you can seriously stay in there as long as you want because it doesn't like close down at all until most of the time, like around 8 o'clock. That's what time ours closes. So you can pretty much just sit there and eat as much as you want. So you don't necessarily have to deal with like groceries and having to cook and stuff. It's pretty much just one less expense that you have to worry about. Now, some of the things that I'm going to go over in the cons are kind of more personal to me, but going back to the gastronome, what I don't like is that you pretty much have the same food all the time. And since they're having to make mass quantities for so many people, the food's kind of just blah. They're not necessarily making it for you to feel like some gourmet kind of shit or something. They're making it just so you have something to eat. Sometimes it is good and whatever. Like, I really like our grilled. We can make grilled cheeses for you like right there and it's fresh. And I like the sandwich bar as well. But other than that, I never go to the sides that have like the prepared food. I kind of always stick to those two just because it's guaranteed that it'll taste good. Because sometimes you won't really know if the other ones will taste good. And I like consistency in my food. So I'll go to what I know that I like rather than experimenting with other stuff. And it just gets boring after a while because I kind of got tired of the food like maybe 2 months into living here. So yeah, just be prepared for that if you're going to be living in the regular dorms. I mean, you might not have any other options, so And if you're someone like me who has never had to deal with living with someone else in their room, there is a good chance that you will not like your roommate. Luckily for me, I love my roommate. Me and Jasmine get along really, really well. We've never had any problems like throughout the year, and we're actually planning on living together next year, so sometimes you get lucky and you end up with someone that you really click with, but other times you may not. And one of the most important things that I think you could do in order to prevent from not liking your roommate is doing the roommate match thing on your school portal. Basically what I'm talking about, it's kind of like a dating thing, but not really, for finding roommates. You're starting to think about your housing situation on campus. Your school will normally have like a questionnaire or like a profile that you have to set up in order to apply for living on campus, and it'll ask you just like basic information, so your name, your grade, your age, and then like a short little like blurb about yourself. It'll start asking you questions about the way you like your room, and so it'll ask you stuff like how cold do you like your room, how early do you wake up, how late do you stay up, what kind of music do you like listening to, stuff like that. And based on your answers, it'll match you up with someone that has pretty similar answers to you. So that's how me and Jasmine actually got paired up, and it worked out really well. And I've seen cases where people don't do this, like all of our other roommates that live with us, they didn't go through that process. They actually just got thrown in together. There's a really good chance that you're going to end up with someone that you don't necessarily click with, and you might have a difficult time living with them because they don't have the same values that you do for your living space. Let me tell you right now, you need to be really careful about who you live with and make sure you lay down ground rules, because sometimes they're not going to think what you think is important to them. Just be aware of who you live with, because I mean, you have to see them every day and you have to share a space with them, so pick people that have the same values as you do. Overall, my dorming experience was pretty good. I definitely didn't mind living here in my double apartment with Jasmine. I actually grew quite attached to our little room. A lot of people thought our room was super cute. So did I. So I hope all of that information was super helpful for you guys. If you guys are actually going to be dorming for your first time next year, make sure you leave any questions down below that I wasn't able to answer for you guys, and I will definitely try to get back to you on those. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.